and welcome to @Rogers, a YouTube channel where we take topics in the news, celebrity or otherwise, and we discuss them through varying views. So what I would like to talk about today is that of Lil Nas X. Now, I've done a video on him already, and it was when he announced that he was a Christian, and a segment of the Christian population were upset and mad that he became a Christian and basically tried to tell him that he couldn't become a Christian. And so I did that video basically supporting Lil Nas X on his decision to become a Christian and why not the segment of the Christian population was wrong for trying to tell this boy he couldn't be a Christian. Now, since then, he has, since he announced he was a Christian and since he dropped his new album, because he did both of them simultaneously, he has released more singles and more videos. Now, one in particular called J. Christ is leading me to believe that Lil Nas X is a fake Christian, because he is mocking the communion in this video. He is mocking the crucifixion in this video. Those are two of the most sacred things for the Christian faith. And these are the very things that he's making the most fun of. Not only that, in the video, there are many, many symbols of the Baphomet, like the Baphomet symbol. He even has one right in the palm of his hand in the video. So that tells me he's pledging his allegiance to the Baphomet, but he wants to disguise it as he's following the Christian faith. And why, right? I mean, is this supposed to be entertainment? Okay. Now, on the spiritual side, he is basically trying to lead people astray. Okay. People that are lukewarm in their faith, lukewarm Christians, those that are on the fence, I feel like he's trying to reach that audience to pull them all the way over to the other side, the side of the enemy. And I feel like people that just truly don't know any better, and the only little bit of faith they do get is from people like Lil Nas X and other celebrities that are basically acting like they just love the Lord so much, but it's hard to tell sometimes. And that does happen because we are still human. We are still wrapped up in this flesh, and this flesh can be extremely powerful. And sometimes it is hard to control the flesh and conquer the flesh and subdue the flesh. That is why the Holy Spirit is so important, because the Holy Spirit gives you strength in order for you to do that, to be able to tame the flesh, and you have the flesh do what you need it to do, not the flesh having you do what the flesh wants to do. Because the flesh will have you craving for things that you don't need, as spiritually. And sometimes just physically too, just for your overall health. Okay? So it's important to have discernment. If you are a new Christian, you're still what I would call a baby. Because when you first become a Christian, you're a baby in the faith. You were born again. You were just born again. So you got to crawl, and then you walk, and then you run, right? So if you're still in the infant stages of Christianity, it's going to go back and forth a little bit, right? It's going to go back and forth a little bit. But that's when you strengthening your relationship with the Lord comes into play. That's when studying to show yourself approved comes into play. Okay. And you become stronger. And the stronger you become in your faith, the more you're able to control the flesh. And you have to make a conscious effort. You do have to make a conscious effort, especially in the beginning. But the more you do it, the more it becomes habit, because you're training yourself, right? And once you train yourself, it just comes natural and it comes automatic. And yes, sometimes you fall down, but the thing about Christianity, the beautiful thing about Christianity, you can get back up and you can get right back to where you started or to where you stopped, and you can get back on track and make things right and still enter the kingdom. Okay. A lot of there are one or two religions that don't give you that option. If you mess up, you messed up, and it's over. Somebody else got to do something in order for you to enter wherever you're trying to enter. But with Christianity, it is solely on you. It is solely on you, right? So you need discernment, so that way you can be able to tell the difference between the real and the fake. And in my opinion, Lil Nas X is the fake. So I just wanted to follow up with that and put that out there, because I do not agree with what he has been doing since he has announced that he's a Christian. And this is leading me to believe that he is faking, and that he just wants to pull people that don't know any better on the side of the enemy. And then he wants to pull the lukewarm Christians that almost don't know any better either. Or, he wants to pull them to the other side too. All right. You do have to pick a side. There is no playing both sides. You have to pick a side. Okay. So, choose wisely. Choose wisely. Do not be deceived, okay? The Antichrist comes first. If you are not sure how to discern whether or not a person is true and genuine in their walk and in their faith, and if a person comes down or announces one day, hey, I'm Jesus Christ and I'm back to come get my children, don't go. The Antichrist comes first. The Antichrist comes first. So the first person, being, or whomever that announces that they are Jesus or they are God and they're going to rapture everybody up, it's not real. It's fake. You're going to be rapturing down, okay, to the lake of fire is where you're going. Okay, so if you don't know nothing else, know that the Antichrist comes first. He comes first because he wants to beat the one true God to the punch. Okay, so do not be deceived. Like I said, don't just jump and follow somebody just because they said, I'm a Christian. Okay, you can feel it. Even if you don't have strong discernment, if you don't have the Holy Spirit, you can still feel if a person is genuine or not. And if you fall for the okie doke, then you are just not in tune at all. Okay. So, like I said, it's all up to you. We all have free will. Do what you want. But I would encourage everybody to try to build up their discernment. Build up your discernment so that way you won't be fooled and you won't be deceived. Okay. And don't be so quick to jump on everybody's bandwagon. All right. 9 times out of 10, that bandwagon going in the way you shouldn't be going anyway. Okay. The road is very narrow for those that are really doing it and being genuine about it. Okay. I'm not saying they're doing it in a perfect way, but they are being genuine about it. Okay. They are making a genuine effort to do it right and get it right. Okay. And you can tell if you pay attention. So that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.